Imagine you've been married for years. You run your household, you raise the children, you support your spouse's career. Maybe you even help build the family business. But most of the money is earned in your partner's name. Then the marriage breaks down. The question becomes, what exactly did you contribute? In modern parlance, what did you bring to the table? I hate that question so much. Anyway, this is exactly what the courts had to consider in the case of White versus White. Martin and Pamela White were a farming couple who divorced after a very long marriage. Much of the family's wealth came from the farming business and the proceeds were saved in the man's name. The issue before the court was whether the spouse earning the income should automatically be treated as having made a greater contribution to their marriage and to end up with more financial assets from the divorce. The House of Lords said no. The court made it clear that there should be no discrimination between the homemaker and the breadwinner. I'll say that again. The court made it clear that there should be no discrimination between the homemaker and the breadwinner. And this was a significant shift in family law because historically, financial contributions were treated as more important than contributions made within the home. White versus White established the principle that raising children, running a household, or even supporting your spouse's career is not less valuable than financial contributions. Because while one spouse may be earning the income, another may be making sacrifices that enable the income to be earned in the first place. This case helped shape the modern approach for financial settlements in divorce and moved the law towards a fairer recognition of non-financial contributions. I have spoken previously as well about how you can DIY your own financial agreement through a prenup, so you can refer to my video on that. The takeaway is, as a non-earning spouse, you still have financial claim to assets, even if those assets aren't in your name. However, extra protection and clarity is always helpful, so get that prenup. Disclaimer, this is only meant for educational purposes and should not be taken as legal advice. As always, if you have any questions, contact a lawyer. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.